being spent or paid out.
I mean, is it paid or which it needs to pay?
It means to pay.
So whatever needs to pay in the future is known as payable. Remember always. Okay.
Okay, so
So that's the reason here I mentioned one example. A Limited borrowed 95,000 from B Limited. So A Limited has paid 52,000 to B Limited. So if 52,000 is paid from 95,000, how much A Limited still needs to pay? 45,000. So 43,000. So this 43,000 is known as payable. Okay. So
okay.
this 43,000 is known as payable. So that is the ultimate meaning of the payable here. So payable is nothing but, so whatever needs to pay in the future is known as accounts payable. Okay.
Okay, so
And also that is the complete definition here I mentioned. So it is used to manage and record accounting data for all the vendors. All invoice and deliveries are managed as per vendor request. Payables are managed as per payment program. And once how you are going to make the payment generally. So that payments can be done through check transfers or electronic transfers. Okay. So payments can be done through check transfers and electronic transfers. So usually it's all about like payments basically. So payable and payments. Okay.
okay, so
And then there are three types of documents here. So one is vendor document and the other one is vendor
customer
invoice. No, no. Customer is not included in payable. Customer is included in
or
receivable.
customer is for receivable.
Receivable, not included in payable. Remember always. There are three types of documents basically: vendor document, vendor invoice, and vendor payment. Okay. So vendor document type is simplified as KA. Vendor invoice is simplified as KR. Vendor payment is simplified as KZ. Okay.
Please, 1 minute.
These
Did we copy this? Because I'm not sure I have that.
you're copied. Yeah,
Vendor
these all are
invoice, but no
copied actually.
vendor document.
I believe these are copied, right? In the last session.
Hmm.
Divya, you're copied? I believe these are all the things you were written
Oh,
in the
I
last
wasn't
session.
having the part for vendor documents, sir.
All 5 pages, like we you have written, I guess, like
It's okay.
okay,
Vendor document, vendor invoice, and
yeah, vendor invoice and vendor payment. These are the three doc types usually we gonna discuss in accounts payable, and it is denoted as KZ, KR, and KA document type. Okay.
okay. KR is vendor invoice and KZ
KR is
is
vendor
vendor
invoice.
payment.
KZ is for vendor payment. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So basically, as we discussed, so whatever needs to pay usually is known as outstanding balances, which needs to pay is known as payable. So example of 50,000 rupees. Example, let's take 50,000. Out of 50,000, 20,000 is cleared, 30,000 is outstanding balance. So this 30,000 is known as payable. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
30,000 is known as payable. 30,000. Yeah. Outstanding balance is known as payable, which needs to pay. Okay. So which needs to pay. Which needs to receive is known as receivable. Which needs to pay is known as payable. Okay. So here it's pay. pay, which needs to pay, that is payable. And then moving on to reconciliation. So reconciliation is nothing but it is a subledger account. It's very, very important from the interview point of view.
Yeah, we wrote
So
out.
it's a subledger account. Basically, it's total of all balances usually. So total of account balance would be zero. Okay. This prerequisite for creating the balance sheet at any time. Okay. So reconciliation is a subledger for the business partner. Remember always. Reconciliation is a subledger for the business partner. So what is a subledger account is your next question. Subledger is the sundry creditors here. What is a subledger account? Sundry
Sundry
creditors.
creditors.
What is sundry?
Reconciliation.
Yeah. Reconciliation is nothing but
The subledger account for
subledger account
business partners.
for assigning the business partner. So here it is a subledger which is sundry creditors. Okay, this is a subledger account usually. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
From customer point of view, that is sundry debtors. From vendor point of view, this is a subledger account, sundry creditors. Okay. So
Okay.
this is a GL account you're gonna create, and for this GL account, you will reconcile all the accounts. Okay, this is a GL we will be creating in FS00. From this particular GL, you will be reconciling all the types of vendors. Okay, so I will explain you what are the types of vendors here. These are the types of vendors. So ultimately, the main advantage of creating the reconciliation account is so one reconciliation can be assigned to the multiple vendors. That's the main advantage. So with the help of one reconciliation account, we can assign multiple vendors. So what are the types of vendors here? How many vendors are
Local
there?
vendors. Three we have.
So there are three vendors basically. So one is local vendors, internal vendors, one-time vendors. These are the three types of vendors we can able to reconcile. So local vendors is nothing but so whatever the goods and supply you will do within the internally. So within the means like you're not exporting, you're not importing here. So within our market, so goods and distribution, it's nothing more or less like intra. You know right? What is the difference between inter goods and intra goods? Anyone? What is intra and inter? Intra means
Intra is local and was
yes,
it? Yeah, intra is
yes,
local
correct.
and the other one
Yes,
is
intra means local. Inter means outside, means outside state or outside country. So, I'll put it as simple. So, this is basically intra supply
Which
of goods
side?
and services within the local market. This is intra within the state. Okay, internal vendors that is foreign. This is inter basically. So, supply of goods and services outside India globally is known as internal vendors. So, one-time vendors is nothing but if you are purchasing from any retailer for the first time, you are not purchased before, but you, you're purchasing from a retailer for the first time from the particular retailer. So that is one time vendor. First means like one time vendor purchasing goods and services from the particular dealer which you haven't purchased earlier is known as one time vendor. Okay. Any doubts in these three till here?
so what do you say one time vendors are again?
One time vendor is nothing but like if you are purchasing any goods and services from a particular dealer which you haven't purchased before, from this dealer before. You are purchasing from him for the first time. So that is one time vendor. So you're purchasing from him for the first time, which is known as one time vendor. If you are not a
Or maybe
frequent
you buy and never really buy. You are not a current frequent customer.
frequent customer, yes, we are not a frequent customer to him, which is known as one time vendor. Okay, if you are a frequent customer, we will be not called as one time vendor. So if you are not a frequent customer, that is where this one time vendor comes into the picture. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So till here, any doubts, both of you? So we discussed
Yes.
what is payable and what is account document types and what is reconciliation account, and also for reconciliation account which GL we need to create, sundry creditors we need to create. So main ledger account for assigning the account types. So what are the types of vendors here? Local
Creditors.
vendors,
Yes, sir.
internal vendors, and one-time vendors. Okay. And then, so the next interview question would be, what are the prerequisites of accounts payable? Remember always, this would be the next interview question. So what are the prerequisites of accounts payable? So what are the prerequisites here? First, we need to create a account group. This all from the consultant point of view. So we will be doing this. Okay.
Okay.
So we will be creating the from the consultant point of view, the account groups, maintaining number ranges, tolerance groups, and assigning number ranges to account groups, define vendor master creation. Okay, all these things we will be doing. And what I have made you to write and under that, at the time of vendor master creation, assign master creation to the reconciliation account. While creating the GL account for vendor group, do not select the balance in low. So all these steps you need to remember from the consultant point of view. Remember. So these all the steps consultant will be handling. Okay. Prerequisites of accounts payable. So remember, so first, what is the first step? Define account groups, maintain number
Then number
ranges,
ranges.
then tolerance
Tolerances.
groups, assign number ranges to account groups, define vendor master creation. At the time of vendor master creation, we will assign master creation to reconciliation account. And then we will define feed status variant. So these are all the steps we will be doing. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And then below these steps also you need to remember. So creation of vendor master, change vendor master, display vendor master. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
These are
here,
T codes, I
uh,
think.
sorry,
Creation of
these are the
vendor
T
master
codes.
statements.
These are the T codes. SK01 is the T code, SK02, SK03. All these are T codes for vendor master. Okay. And then if all this vendor master is if this vendor master is created, then we need to post the purchase invoices. So like how we have done the GL postings in F-02, in the similar way, we need to do the postings in purchase invoice. So what is the T code for purchase invoice? F-43. In GL, what is the T code for posting?
Hmm?
In GL, what is the T code for posting? We have posted the.
FS00.
Can you repeat again?
FS00. You said GL account posting, right?
No. Yeah, GL posting, GL posting. We have already done a few classes before, right? So we have done the GL posting. So in which T code we have posted the GL?
The post GL posting is
GL posting.
FB50.
F-02 or
F-02 or
the F-02,
FB50.
FB50. Yeah, both are one and it's almost same T codes, but only thing is like single entry, double entry. So the single entry system, double entry system, that's the only difference. Yep. So F-02 or FB50 is the T code for GL. And like purchase invoice. So how you gonna post is F-43. Remember always. So how you will post the purchase? F dash
Change
40
43.
43.
or B60 is this
FB60.
both
Yes,
together.
correct. Either one you can go with F dash 43 or FB60. Both are same almost. So you can either choose any one. Okay. You can choose either one from this. But process wise, F dash 43 is called as F dash 43 is called as double entry, sorry, single entry system. FB60 is called as double entry system. Okay.
Okay.
Single entry rule, and double entry rule. Okay. So, but posting wise, both are same. No difference. Okay. And then vendor document types, as we already discussed, how many document types will be there in the accounts payable? How many document types will be there? There are three document
Three.
types.
Three
So
document
one
types are
is
account payable
KR, KZ,
and KA.
KA. So these are the three document types will be there in the accounts payable. KR document type is mainly used for
Purchase.
number
Vendor
range.
invoice and number ranges.
Number range. So this number range and KZ will be the separate number range we will be having, and KA also will have the separate number range. So these are the default number range will be in accounts payable. I've written 19, 15, 17, right? Those are the default number range actually.
What is number
Okay,
ranges?
those are the, yes, those are the default number range will be shown. Number even 19, 15, 17 also, those are actually that's applicable. Okay. See, if you are unable to post the KR document type, immediately there will be one error gets populated. 19 number range is missing.
Okay.
19 number range is missing, which means you should you should create a number range for 19. Then the error will get sorted out. Okay. In while
Error
posting the
which is
vendor
nothing but
payment,
number range you're saying.
yes, correct. So if you are unable to post the vendor payment, then immediately number range 15 it will be asked. Okay. Then 15 will be asked. If you are unable to post the vendor document KA, then 17 number range will be asked. So these all the things usually it is mainly with the help of document types whatever you are doing, this particular number ranges will be asked. Okay.
Okay.
And then once after completing all these things, vendor line item display is the key role here. So what is vendor line item display?
FBL1N.
What is the main use of vendor line item display?
Line item, like there's a header item and then the line item to display all the entries
Yes.
made.
So basically vendor line item display is nothing but it's mainly used to check the reports. Okay, it's mainly used to
Yes, sir.
check the reports. And vendor account balance is also more or less the same. Vendor line item display is FBL1N is to check the reports. Vendor account balance FK10N is to check the reports.
Oh, the two is to check the report.
Yes. So vendor line item display FBL1N is to check the reports, and vendor account balance is to check the reports. After completing the purchase invoice, payment, all these things, then this T code comes into the picture, which is mainly used for checking the reports. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And these are the examples. That is the reason I have not made you to write. You can ignore it. So this is the complete overview of the accounts payable. Any doubts still here? So just go through once again. If you
So
have any
please
doubts,
explain the vendor account balance again. That is used to check the report afterward, completing what?
vendor account balance is to check the debit balance. What is the debit balance and what is the credit balance and what is the cumulative balance? You know the cumulative, cumulative meaning, right? Cumulative is nothing but um, debit. So say like there will be debit balance, there will be credit balance. So debit balance plus debit balance and credit balance, if you deduct, that is the cumulative balance. Okay. So
Yes, sir. Debit
that is the
minus
GL account.
credit gives
That yeah,
cumulative.
yeah, that is a GL account balance mix. Sorry, vendor account balance mix. So I'll show you one example here. So in GL also we will have the account balance. You'll understand. See, FS 10N. Okay. Let me take one GL account here. I've taken one GL account here. Yes. Okay. So out of this, I will select one GL account. Let me select bank GL account. Okay. And my company code I have assumed as KEVI, and fiscal year 20. We are currently we are in which year? 2026. Okay. And then if you execute, can you see the how it is rationalizing? So this is debit, this is credit, and this is balance, and this is cumulative balance. So you understood what exactly this means?
But you did
If
not
I double
present
click,
this
if
values right, actually. Amount
yes,
you did not present this.
yeah, yeah.
How it is
See,
coming?
if I double click on this example, it will show all the amounts which belongs to credit. It will show all the amounts which belongs to credit. How I identified? Because posting key 50
Yes,
is
50,
nothing.
50, 50
50 is nothing
for
but
credit,
credit.
40 for debit.
40 is for debit. That is the reason I can able to identify what is credit here. So 50 is something but obviously credit. So 25,012, all this if you add, it will takes you to 1,82,500 rupees. So that is credit. Okay. If you double
Okay.
click on 74,000, if I double click on 74,000, there is only posting which it is made 40 this debit 74,000. Okay. If you deduct 1,82,500 minus 74,000, then that is where you will get the 1,08,500. Since credit
So
is
it's
more,
credit minus debit.
yes, since credit is showing more, you need to do the deduction from the 1,82,500 minus 74,000, which you will get 1,08,500. So that is the cumulative balance. Okay.
Okay, sir.
But actually, they did not given the postings like the amount. Only we have given debit credit. This we have posted the record. Right? Amount we did not given. How it is getting?
I mean, it's like we have choose this GL account, right? Basically, you are
No,
getting my point, right? So whatever the postings belongs to HDFC, this GL account 200,200, it will show all the postings. So whatever the postings belongs to this particular HDFC account GL, it will show
okay.
all the postings.
Okay.
Okay. If you are
Even though
selecting the different,
if we are creating from our end, related to some other bank, for example, bank we are taking, and we are creating
yes,
here. Then also it will show all the questions. Huh?
yeah, which means if you are creating some other bank, if that bank has three postings, that three
Okay.
postings will show here.
Okay.
Since this bank has five postings, so this five postings is showing here.
Okay.
See,
Actually, it's a big
y-
bank, right? Only it is five postings are there.
yes, because it's all about like how it depends on it depends on completely how many postings you are doing. So if you are doing one posting, it will show only one. If it is two, it's two. If it is five, it is five. If it is six, it shows six postings. Okay. It all
Uh-huh.
depends on it all depends on how many postings you are doing. Simply. Okay.
Mm.
Because if you take we have posted multiple I mean it's like multiple postings we have done for the bank account. That is the reason under credit is showing five postings here.
But just one for debit.
But one posting, I believe this is document type AB. That is the reason only one posting it is referring for the debit bank account. But most of the postings we have done credit as bank account. That is the reason it is showing five. Okay.
Okay.
So if you do the minus from 1,82,000 minus 74, it will show 1,08,500. Okay. If I take other GL account, let's take I let me select this time furniture account, and if I execute, so now what is the balance history?
120
Debit
minus 74,
debit
which
one
is
lakh twenty thousand,
46.
debit 1,20,000, credit 74,000, balance 46,000. So what is this 74,000? 74,000 is only one posting,
Yeah,
that is
one
furniture
posting.
account. And if I take this 1,20,000, that is two postings we have done, debit postings. So 1,20,000. And if you want to check detail level, you can just double click on this. It will show you. Or else what you can do is just put this cursor here. Okay. Just place this cursor, and if you click on display document, it will show you clearly what is the posting you have done. Okay. I have posted furniture account data to HDFC 74,000. That is the reason it is showing 74,000 here. Okay. And I want to check what is this 46,000. Why it is showing 46,000? If you want to check in the detailed way, just again put the cursor here. Just you need to enable this box. So you need to enable this box and then click on uh, display document and then call up document overview. Then it will show you one more entry, furniture account data to HDFC 46,000, 46,000.
Date it
Understood?
will not show. Okay, 28 users. Okay.
It is showing right 28 May.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So whatever the postings we made under debit, it will show under debit. Whatever the
Okay.
postings we made under credit, it will show under credit. So if you do subtract from 1,20,000 minus 74, that is
46.
a balance 46,000 cumulative. Okay. So this is one of the example which it is almost interlinked with the vendor also. It's almost same. Okay. Just instead of GL account balance, we are replacing it as vendor account balance. That's only the difference. Okay. So what see at the end of the day, whatever you do in the GL, it's almost same in the vendor, but only difference is here we are doing only the payable items. Okay. Here we are doing only the payable items and also vendor creation. Apart from that, everything will be same. So what we will do tomorrow is, so we will start creating these steps. So what are the steps we will do it tomorrow? We will start creating the account groups tomorrow, and
Okay.
then we will do the maintain number ranges and tolerance groups, assigning number range, vendor master creation. Yeah, all these things we will do in the tomorrow session. Okay, so like
Real
how to
time.
create such.
Real time. We'll do tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, same time. So this time, 7 we
So
will
you
connect,
forwarded
and
the time a bit. 7:30 should be like mine. I think 9:30.
so what exactly your time zone is it? If you
East.
do EST,
Yeah, EST.
if it is EST, then it should be your 9 a.m. I guess. Let me check once again.
I think it should be 9:30.
9:30 a.m.
6
9:30
o'clock
a.m.
is
Right?
better also,
Yeah.
actually. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So today one day, like I have taken 7. Tomorrow will be 6 o'clock only, no issues. So
Hmm?
7:30.